Hi, this is Colette from the Collective.
And I'm Catherine with Synchronicity Energy Healing.
Yay, we're so happy to be here with you today.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the current energy that's happening right now. We're taking a break from our little series and we want to just take a minute because this energy is energying to kind of help you out and
Yeah.
help us all out. So
Yeah.
we're
We're
going to
all going
even
through it.
Yep, I'm gonna pull cards and Catherine's gonna send out some energy afterwards and it's gonna be really lovely. So stick around. Catherine, do you
So
want me to talk or are you gonna go?
I
Sorry.
can I can start.
Go ahead.
So um for those that are familiar with the Schumann resonance, or should I say not familiar with it, the Schumann resonance is basically like the frequency that the earth vibrates at. Um and so it's usually like a steady frequency, but every now and then when we get solar flares or something happens, we get increases or decreases in that, and it causes us to feel things.
Well,
Um,
there you go.
yes, it causes us to feel things. And I know this week there's been a lot of things happening with the Schumann resonance. There was several blackouts, which if I'm being honest, I don't really exactly know what that means. I just know it's a thing and it was a big deal for some people. I want to say that's where like downloads happened. Um, Actually, now that I think, I recall people saying that's like where timeline shifts happen. So you're jumping timelines in those blackouts. Um, and then when it goes like all white, then I think that's where the downloads happen. If I'm being honest, I don't like know a whole lot about it. I just kind of vaguely follow it. And sometimes when I'm feeling a little wonky and then I go on social media and I see something about the Schumann resonance, I'm like, oh, it makes sense.
Right.
Um, so for example, earlier this week, I had an ocular migraine. And I don't get them often. It's usually something random. And it was random. And that day is when I found out that there was like several blackouts um, that happened in like a certain time period. So I don't know if that's why it was like what it was, or if it was because I got too much sun the night before or like the day before when I took the kids to the pool. But
Maybe a
whatever
little
it was,
both.
yeah, it could have been both. Yeah. So I don't know. It very much could have been that. In my brain, I was kind of like, oh, well, that makes sense. We'll roll with it. It's kind of like where I'm at with with things when people are like, oh, you're timeline jumping or oh, you're getting downloads. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Don't know what that means, but great.
Pretty much, yeah. So, um, so with that being said, like some people might be feeling high on life and feeling great, and then other people might be feeling tired. You might have sleepless nights. You might feel aches and pains. You might feel nausea. You might have headaches like I had. And all of it's
Body
okay.
tingling.
Body tingling, yes.
Yeah.
Any of that is like, I guess, normal when you're feeling energy that way, you know. People feel energy differently. So you might not feel any of that. You might feel like one or two of that. You might feel all of it. I hope you don't, because that sounds terrible. Um, so it's just like a combination. There's like no right or wrong way that you feel or receive the energy. So yeah,
hmm
that's kind of like my vague understanding.
Your 2 cents.
Yeah, of the Schumann resonance. I will say, just from like my own experience, I feel like the energy has really been pushing for people to step into like their roles. So like you're whether ready or not, like here it comes kind of thing. And it's a clear, like for me this week, it was a clear message that like there's no turning back at this point. Like you just need to keep going and like embrace it at this point. So if you're being called into a new um work life or a new home life or whatever it is that's changing this big for you, like you're really being called to step into it. Like for me, it's my spirituality and my, how did they say it? Like the feminine knowing, like my intuition, right? Like I have a habit of being like, well, I don't know. Somebody needs to help me, show me, right? But like if I just take the time to stop and pay attention, like I know, right? And so that's kind of what this energy is calling for, is for you to step into um what you're supposed to be stepping into. Like just take that step forward and stop. Like you need to get out of the liminal space that we've been in for so long, purging and healing and like getting ready for this moment. Like the moment is here, guys. Like you just gotta step forward in it is basically what my spirit guides have told me. So
No big deal.
yeah, no big
Sure,
deal,
spirit guides, no big deal.
right?
You know what's wild too? You said ready or not, and it like hit me so hard because earlier today I was with Justin buying something for my mom's car, and he was taking forever inside. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Because he knows what he's doing. Like the people there probably don't, but I'm like, what is taking him so long? So I turn off my car and go in, and he literally was only there for like a minute or two more. But the song on the radio was ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. And I like when I heard that song, I was like, this is important. But at the time, I didn't
Now we
know.
know.
But now we know. When you know, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't
I
that
love that.
great?
But it's
So, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it never like it never doesn't amuse me when things happen like that, when synchronicities happen like that.
Me neither.
It's
I
always fun.
love it. So the other thing with the energy before I pull cards is that masks are coming off, right? So
Yeah.
if you're someone who is a people pleaser, you've been trying to fit in anywhere that you should be fitting in. Those kind of things are falling away, and possibly probably other people that are around you, their masks are going to start falling off if you weren't seeing before, who they are, and you just want to be on the lookout. And the reason why I said tingling is because literally when Catherine was talking about this, what is it, Schumann? You said?
Human resonance, yeah.
Yeah, because I never heard it until today. She told me about it. I started getting tingling in the back of my head, on top of my head, in my hands. So, and numbness was on the card. So if you're feeling that kind of like numbness, like your leg fell asleep, I feel like it's tied to that
Yeah.
Schumann thing, whatever.
Yep.
So, upgrades. It feels like upgrade, but that's about all I had to say about it. And I'm gonna pull some cards and see what comes up as far as energy is concerned. Maybe what we need to release to upgrade feels like what spirit wants me to do. So you see
While
us in
you shift,
action today.
huh?
They get to see us in action today.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah, I know, right? Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say to like follow up and validate about the whole mask thing. That was in a message that I received earlier this week, which I already kind of talked a little bit about with like stepping into things, but like so, and I think I've talked about it before, but for me, like I grew up in a religion. So as a Christian, I grew up in the church by my own will. Like my parents didn't force me, but moving from that, and then I stopped going, and then here I am like saying I'm all spiritual and I'm gifted, and like for me it's hard for me to wrap my head around, and so I think in some ways I do wear a mask to like minimize that, and spirit this week was like, yeah, stop it.
Yeah,
Enough.
right.
Like
That's
step
enough.
into it and just do it. So that's definitely a
Beautiful.
message.
So I saw the Queen of Cups reverse while I was shuffling, and one of the things that showed up on the cards before we came live was like emotional suppression, emotional projection. So, you might be overly emotional right now, and that's totally okay. But you have to, and I'm getting tingling back here on this side now, on the right side, on the masculine side. Um, you need to be careful about the suppression right now. Projection is better than suppression in this case. Don't you agree, Catherine, with everything we've been saying? Like you can't keep it in. You got to put it out. Just be careful. We don't want to say be mean to people or anything, but you need to use your voice, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely, it needs to be released. Like the harder
Yeah.
you hold on to it and suppress it, the harder it is going to be moving through these upgrades and stuff. So, um, again, like
My
she said,
birds are,
be
yeah,
careful how
yeah,
you're releasing it. Like, don't just, go all wild on everybody, but do it in a safe space for yourself so you're actually moving through it and not just lashing out kind of thing.
yeah. I gotta say another thing right now. My whole right side of my face is just lit up, like tingling. My ear was hot when I was talking to Catherine, and it's happening on like it's on fire hot. So there's something about the masculine side. Um, but oh my God, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was having a hard time getting the cards out. So this upgrade feels like a hard one to implement or get moving on it. And Catherine might have mentioned earlier about how you might have a hard time purging at this time or getting into the level up because you're maybe stuck on a specific step of things, or how do you want to say it, Catherine? Like something like that.
So, listening to you, I heard this is it. Like, this is the shift. So, for some of us, I'm getting tingles. I can't see it.
Queen of Cups reverse. Sorry, go
Um,
ahead.
like, this is the shift for some of us that is kind of going to be the life changing, that's going to make or break you kind of thing. So, if you're not working through it and you don't take that step, then you're just going to be stagnant. Like you're not going to go backwards, but you're not also going to move forward. Um, and so I feel like this energy is really the shift that like we've all been waiting for. That we're like, oh, it's never going to come. It's never going to come. And then you get the message, well, don't quit right before you're there, kind of thing, right? Don't quit right before you're there. You're right before you're there. So it just very much feels like a this is it moment kind of thing. Like,
Yes, because you really hit the nail on the head because I'll tell you, remember a few days ago or last week when I was telling you, am I supposed to do like I got offered a regular job and it feels significant, like I was actually considering it, and you're like, it was a test and don't give up or whatever you said to me. And then I was at the grief group this last week. I haven't been in like 2 weeks. And they had like stickers sitting out. Actually, right before this happened, there was somebody on my live that I mentioned that to that whole scenario. Okay, okay, hey, I know, thank you. Um, so loud. And the guy said to me, never give up,
mm,
never give up. So then I'm at this free group and there's all these stickers. Guess what sticker I see? Don't give up. So I put that on my phone, on the back of my phone. And then I brought out my sign cards, which I don't use very often. And there's literally a motivation card that says never give up on it. So what she said, 100%, don't give up right now. Don't do it. Don't. You're right there. Blue and white is very significant. Blue is the throat chakra, and I was feeling like pain in my throat chakra too. I didn't say that, and I should have.
there's like a
Um,
lump in my throat.
yeah, yeah, it's like scratchy, like
Yeah.
coffee like. Um, but we've got the Ten of Swords, okay, end of the cycle. But you've had a lot of heartbreak, and it's like really understandable why it might be hard for you. I've got chills everywhere. Why it might be hard for you to move forward because you're like, okay, what if I take this one misstep that like messes everything up? What if I trust the wrong people? What if I do this? What do I do? You're not the same person. You're not going to misstep. You know exactly what you want. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think that's it. You know exactly what you want this time, and these people who hurt you before are not in your life or shouldn't be in your life anymore. I literally just did a reading about something like this. So you need to stop acting like people are out to get you because
Yeah.
you are so protected that this is old news. Like, why are we still telling this story? This is something you need to purge to get to the next level for sure. So then we've got the Seven of Cups reversed, and um, it's interesting because I feel like you used to be a person that was looking at all the options, like, oh, I've got this over here, I can do this over here. Oh, like distractions. It's not even options, it's distractions. And now you've got your eye on the prize right here. You're like, I can't get distracted. You're being tested, chills everywhere again, to see if you're going to get distracted and give up on this thing or these things. Maybe it's multiple things, and God is testing you. So you already know what you want. Why are you questioning it? You're pointing right at it. You're looking right at it, right? And then the Queen of Cups reversed. What's very interesting is following her is the High Priestess. Okay, level up, wild, level
Yes.
up. And oh my God, the world. Are you kidding? End of cycle. Yes, yes, yes. Balance. So the Queen of Cups is very like right now it feels like to me, and I got chills again, emotionally unstable. Okay.
Hmm.
So I need one more card on this because there's something specifically that you're hanging on to that is blocking your progress here. So what is making the collective emotionally unstable?
Well, you shuffle that. I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, yep.
Oh crap, what was I gonna say? Never
You're me.
mind, I'm
You're
not
me
saying it.
today. Oh my
Never
God! Clear your
mind.
mind. Stop. Clear your
Clear
mind.
your mind. There you go.
That was for you. Okay. Maybe you'll get it again. Was it about what I was saying before about the like people from your past and
Yeah,
distractions
I
and
know now. Okay. Um, so I feel like we're in some way there's a lot of blockage to yourself by saying, "Oh, well, I don't know. Like I know what I want to do, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, or I don't know what's going to happen, or long term the responsibility, or what it's going to turn into, or honor yourself. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, and really, like, that's not stuff that you need to figure out. Like, the whole what if it fails, or what if I don't do this, or what if all the what ifs are not for you to worry about. That's what your spirit team and spirits word, like, they've already got it all figured out. They are just not telling you because you don't need to know that. You just need to take that step and just start doing the thing.
Absolutely. And we could sit here all day and talk about how most of us, especially neurodivergent, right, people, we like to know. We want to have everything in a row. You can't possibly. You
Yeah.
can't. When I first started this business, I was like, oh, well, I want to know exactly what I'm doing. It's like I would have had to wait like probably last year was when I really started feeling confident, even though I already knew what I was doing before that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can't. You have to step in and allow the confidence and all the other stuff meet up with you where you're at. Chills, because where you're at right now is not where you're going to be when you
Yeah.
start moving. You have to do the thing to feel like flow, 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 flow. So the Queen of Cups reverse, okay? I, I'm gonna have to talk to you after this. Part of the issue is that on your small improvements is that you are way too fucking hard on yourself. Mm-mm. You are so freaking compassionate, okay, towards other people. And then when it comes to you,
I know
you're
you're
like,
talking right at me.
right at you. And of course, other people are watching this.
Yeah.
You are like, no, I really can't believe I did that. I should have done so much better. But if I did the same thing you did, you would tell me, Colette, it's okay,
Yeah.
right? You're doing great. I'm proud of you. So I want you to at least once a day say your name and I'm proud of you, even when you're not even doing anything that needs it. Okay.
Yeah.
So part of what is surfacing for you right now that you need to get rid of in order to upgrade, and I hate to say this, this is pissing me off, replaying the breakup.
Mm,
So you could be a million miles away from this person, you could be moved on, you could be whatever you're doing. You have mental loops about somebody from your past that is affecting you now. You need to figure out what the hell it is. And I'm sorry, Catherine, I just want to get one more card, see if
you're
we can
fine.
get like to the nitty gritty, and then we'll let Catherine release this bullshit that we don't want anymore.
I've
All right,
already all this I'm yawning a lot, but it's not because
okay,
like I'm bored or tired. When I
okay,
like move and transmute energy, like even through my sessions, I yawn a lot. Like it's just what my body does when I'm reacting to it. And so like as you're reading this, like I'm already moving energy, just so you know.
okay. That's so interesting. I love that.
Yeah. So I'm not like
Okay.
being rude.
Yeah, no, I know you're not. I was like, oh gosh, maybe she doesn't have the energy. I was thinking that when
No.
you're doing it. Okay, so we've got an open book here. Open-heartedness. I know that life and people living it can be an absolute bummer sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy, oh my God, not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded.
Mm.
I need a minute. Okay. If I let negative experience turn me sour, then the jerks win. So I'll move on with an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks.
Oh, that was a good one.
I can tell you, because this is what this podcast is all about. Every time I think I've moved on from my past, it sneaks up on me. And it has nothing to do with me thinking about that person or wanting to be with that person or anything. I know that. But I get caught up in my head and go, oh God, what is happening? What am I missing? And I start freaking out. And I know that some experiences still affect me now. Like that is a message specifically for me. That's why I started crying, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, so this is something that you have to acknowledge, I feel like. Catherine, do you feel that? It's just an acknowledgement
Yeah,
of like, hey, this happened to me. It didn't feel good. I've got chills now. Absolutely. It didn't
me
feel
too.
good. But I'm not going to let this situation define now because I'm happy and I need chills still. Okay. Wow. That was a beautiful reading.
I feel like on that last note, and I've got chills. I'm like buzzing over
Oh,
here.
wait. Can you hold on to that thought real quick? I have one more thing, and I
Yeah.
don't want to forget about this. So, part of the issue with the Queen of Cups reversed too is that you're putting too much energy into other people right now. And because you're, like Catherine experiencing migraines, your body's tired, if you're experiencing those kind of symptoms where you're not feeling well, like I have a little bit of a cough, you need to give as much time to yourself as you can right now. Like it's not about
Yeah.
anybody but you. Like, I mean, obviously you might have kids and you got to focus on them, but don't deplete yourself. Do your best to keep your energy. Okay, go.
Um, Guilt is coming up. So it's not your place to feel guilty because you're stepping up and out into a realm that somebody else is unable to do.
Mm.
So it might be guilt of feeling like you're leaving somebody behind, or maybe it's like
Wow.
friendships or people that like you've lost, or maybe you're not as close with, and I've got chills saying this.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
things are playing out how they're supposed to play out. It was always supposed to be this way, and I've like chills. It was always supposed to be this way. And you're not to feel guilty because somebody else is on a different journey that it may not be at the same level as yours. And I hate saying that because I hate saying that like we're on different levels. Like it's not like a race, it's not anything. We're all just on our own like path, doing our own thing. And This is where they hop off the bus with you, or you learned what you needed to learn with them and you're moving on now, right? Like, so you're not to feel guilty because you're maybe feeling like you're leaving somebody behind or you've outgrown somebody and they can't go with you. It's okay. They're going to have people come into their life that's going to teach them new lessons for their own journey, just like you're going to have new people come into your life to help you learn new lessons for your journey. It's just how it's going to go. So don't feel guilty for that.
I love that. Thank you for saying that. I needed that too. But do you also think, Catherine, or feel, I should say, that maybe people are thinking about people from the past because the people from the past are feeling this energy shift that we're having, and maybe they're trying to like pull back a little bit?
Yeah, I think you and I had a conversation about this recently with my dad, didn't we? Um,
Yeah.
because he kept coming up. I was like having dreams about him and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
I think the dreams that I was having about him was more to like help me identify where some things were stemming from for me,
Hmm.
to help me be able to move forward. Uh, but then in conversation with you, you had at that point confirmed, and it kind of like made sense because he like had found me on social media and he was like watching me after I had like blocked him, on platforms and stuff. And I think people are very much feeling, even if they don't realize it, right? Somebody might not be on the same level as you in healing. And so, like, you might be able to recognize, oh, I'm moving on. This is why you're coming up for me. But for them, if you're coming up for them, they might not quite realize it's because they're sensing your ascension away from them.
Right, right.
So,
But it's interesting because until you said that, I wasn't even, or until like I did that reading and then you were saying what you're saying, I didn't even think of that. I was
yeah,
like, why is this person, I was getting pissed. I'm like, I'm done with this. What are we doing?
yeah,
So, you might on the other end of the screen be thinking the same thing. What I thought I already learned my lesson. It's not about lessons then. It's just about, okay, I need to acknowledge this really hurt me. Maybe you didn't have time to acknowledge it, whatever. And I appreciate the lesson. I appreciate the experience, but now I need to go. I
yeah,
release you.
yeah,
Something as simple as that.
right. And if you take a moment and like whoever's coming up for you, so there's two thoughts that I want to say on this. The first one is that when you're thinking about this person that keeps coming up for you, like you think about the past, sometimes things feel fresh. Sometimes things feel like, oh, this just happened. And then sometimes things that happened like a month ago feels like it was a year ago. And I heard somewhere that as things start to like timelines, because you live multiple timelines, right? Like people, like you're constantly hopping them based off of decisions and things that you do, right? And so as you make those decisions and you hop those timelines fall away. Like they don't exist anymore. And so as they fall away, they feel more distant in the past. Like me moving last year, that feels like it happened a whole lifetime ago. But like I've worked through that, I've healed through that, and like it's gone, right? Um, and now I forget what the other thought was. Oh, so when you're, I'm gonna say, growing out of people, right? It might not necessarily be to the extreme that they can't be in your life anymore. As you're in this phase of upgrading or healing or purging, whatever like phase you're currently in, and you just don't want to be around anybody. Maybe a cousin is too much for you. Maybe that friend that is doing, she's your ride or die, right? Like maybe that person is too much for you and you can't handle it. And so you just need a little bit more space. That doesn't mean that you don't want to be friends with them. That doesn't mean you can't have them around. It just means that you need to protect your energy a little bit more for whatever reason, and that's okay. Like it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be gone altogether. It should might be that you need a little bit more distance.
Yeah, thanks for explaining that because it's true. Sometimes that gets confusing and you might, Like if you're like me and you sometimes go to worst case scenarios, you might say, "Oh, I think, oh gosh, I think Catherine and Claire are talking about so and so." But it's like, no, you would know. You would
Yeah.
like know this person is not it, and I need to cut ties, you
Right.
know. But it's okay to think those things. It's okay to be afraid of those things. Like I still do that because I have abandonment issues. Okay. So I know my person's the right person for me, but I get scared. It's okay to be scared. Like you're
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. Everybody does. So Catherine, one of the things you can help us with definitely is releasing that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I've talked long enough. Good.
All right.
Oh,
So
and oh, by the way, we need to totally have a thing we offer with a reading and an energy thing. I mean, are you kidding me right now?
I know why it's taken us this long to even come up with that idea amazes me, honestly. 'Cause yeah, that I we can talk about that after, but I definitely think that would be an amazing idea. You know, it's so funny because I recently heard something that was like be open to collaborations. And I'm like, I am collaborating with Colette.
There you go.
Here we are.
More collaborations. Yay, I
Yeah,
love it. You're
right.
my favorite.
Mine too. All right, so I'm just gonna feel out the energy. Feel free to be relaxed if you're listening to this at work or while driving. Just be mindful if you're driving, maybe like don't be too relaxed. Um, but just, tell yourself I receive from my highest good. And just be open to releasing or receiving whatever is meant for your highest good. This is a collective reading, so some things might resonate, some things might not. So just as everybody says, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I think
Can
that's
I
the
share
first thing.
something before you? So listen, my jaw is like in so much pain right now in my left shoulder. Like I don't know what that is, but I don't know if it's for everybody, but I just wanted to mention.
My jaw is so tight. I really like am fighting the urge to clench my teeth. Like,
Right?
yeah.
It's stressful right now. Okay.
All right. So anybody listening, watching, usually during sessions I have music going. I don't have that right now. So just if you're listening, you can't really like see what I'm doing. Just receive for your highest good. Know that it's happening, and when I'm done, I will let you know so you're not just hanging out wondering if I'm done. So just be open to receiving for your highest good. You don't necessarily have to be completely still if you're doing something, that's fine. You'll receive and release just the same. So you can repeat after me if you want. I connect to my heart, my soul, and my higher self. I connect to God's divine energy, and you can say source, universe, whatever resonates for you. And I allow that divine energy to flow through me and cleanse me. I call in my spirit guides to join, connect to the collective energy. A lot of sinus pressure coming off. Third
Relate.
eye, third eye opening. Move into your throat chakra. Some of you may need to relax your shoulders, let them fall, maybe roll them a little bit to release the tension. It's not your place to carry the weight of the world. So you're carrying a lot of tension in your shoulders. It's not your responsibility. Releasing energy off the heart chakra. Again, it's not your responsibility. The heartbreak that came with whatever you were carrying, it's okay to release that. Moving up to your pineal gland. I've noticed lately in sessions, um, what I'm doing is I'm pulling your energy back into your body through your pineal gland. And the way that I see that is like, I'm gonna say like gold energy. And if you have a hard time imagining that, think of it like gold fluid running through your veins, kind of like blood does, until it fills your body. This is the same energy that drives you and helps your body heal, supports your intuition. I'm currently giving support to your sense of inner knowing is coming up. You know the answer. You just need to quit second guessing yourself and quit talking yourself out of it. Whatever inspiration you're feeling, ideas that you get, those are the things that you need to run with. Moving to your root chakra and grounding your energy into your body. Calling back your energy from all people, places, realms, and beings. No one has the authority to use or harvest my energy. Authenticity is coming up. This is your sign to live authentically, whatever that means for you. It's time to take that mask off and let it shine, giving support to your ability to do that. This is coming in through your heart chakra. Releasing any and all energy that's lingering, that no longer serves our highest good or supports our highest timeline. Take a deep breath. Hold it for a few minutes or seconds and release. All right. I think that's it. There's a lot released and received there. Yeah, good.
That was great, Catherine. I feel so relaxed now.
Good. My eyes are watering.
Um, Watering.
Yeah, for
I
wanting
gotta
more.
tell you, my sinuses are better. Thank you for that. Mine have been so bad. And I was when you were saying something about releasing what no longer serves you, I felt it in my neck,
Mm,
like right here, which I think is interesting because I mean, I know I carry a lot on my shoulders, but like I get tension in my neck, so that probably is part of it. Oh, man.
yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. Do you like have to, you're like, oh God, I want to go to sleep after you do something like that? No?
No, it looks like it wears me out because I yawn so much, but it's literally just my body processing. It's so interesting.
And you're
Um,
releasing it by the breath, like the yawn.
yeah,
Yeah.
and when I do it, I don't hold on to your guys' energy. I just, it moves through me and I like move and transmute it. I release it.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I've had instances where like it wears me out, but this one didn't. So,
Yeah. Well, I've got when I go live and stuff and do my readings, I got Phoenix or I got the fox from Harry Potter and he
I love that.
transmutes for me. Yep.
That's awesome.
Transmutes the energy. Yep.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, that was great.
I liked that. That was good.
We need to do more sessions like this, I think.
Yes. I would love to hear about feedback from the listeners. Um, what resonated with you on this? Maybe what you took from the healing, what you felt, didn't feel. I tried to talk through what I was doing just because a lot of it, like it's all in my head as I do it. I'm claircognizant, so it's like just a knowing. I don't really like, I mean, sometimes I see images, but for the most part, it's just kind of like a knowing. But I was trying to like talk you guys through it so you kind of got an idea of like what I was doing. So I would be interested to hear how any of that resonated with you guys. And if you liked this episode, we would love to do more of it for you guys. Um, but also, both of us do one-on-one sessions. So if you felt this and you're like, this is up my alley and I need more of this, I need more clarity, I need a little bit more specific healing. If you're not sure how to contact us, you could do a search for me for synchronicity energy healing. I try to tag all my stuff like with my name. And then hers, I believe, is the collective, right?
Yep.
Um, but don't hesitate to comment or message us if you're interested in that and you need a little bit more of a deeper dive. So, yeah.
Yeah. And right now my readings are buy one, get one, but limited spots are available and it's only going until June 14th. So now's the time to hop in on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That was so good. Thank you, Catherine, for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you to everybody who listened, watched, whatever you're doing at home. We
Yeah.
super appreciate it. Tell your friends.
Yes. Please share our stuff so that we get more people. We'd love it. So,
Yeah, we love it. All right.
bye.
Bye.